20 tips on Chinese culture for successful business. Today, in the beginning of the 21st century, the People's Republic of China finds itself in the midst of social, economic, and cultural transition. Some might even say turmoil. The pursuit of profit is no longer counter-revolutionary, and business people have long since ceased being viewed as enemies of the people. Yet the Communist Party is still in power and shows little appetite for any of the political reforms so much insisted for by the West. Thus, in the new order of the PRC, what business rules apply? The answer is, of course, to fall back on traditional cultural drivers, and in China that means a return to Confucian values. This does not imply that modern business systems and approaches are ignored. More, they are given a Confucian twist to enable them to lie happily alongside the mainstream Chinese worldview. 20 tips for doing business in China. Guanxi, or personal relationships, are of vital importance when doing business in China. Do not underestimate the importance of the relationship building process. People are comfortable building relationships with honorable people who show respect to those to whom respect is due. As all relationships are unequal, it is important, if you wish to appear honorable, to show respect to age, seniority, and educational background. Managers tend to be directive, which reflects basic Confucian concepts of the hierarchical nature of society. In return for loyalty, the boss is expected to show consideration and interest in all aspects of the subordinate's life. There are often close relationships between senior management of a company and local party officials. It is important that you do not make people lose face in front of their own group. Always respect seniority and do not openly disagree with those more senior than you. Do as many favors for people as possible. Debts must always be repaid. Business cards should be formally exchanged at the beginning of meetings. Treat the business card with great respect, as the card is the man. Meetings are often long and seemingly without clear objectives. Very often the meeting is an exercise in relationship building, and the aim of meeting is to move that relationship rather than the specific business task. It can take several very long meetings before any tangible progress is made. Patience is essential if you wish to capitalize on the situation. The Chinese are very interested in long-term commitment. Build long-term goals and objectives into your proposal. Do not be too direct. Strive for diplomacy, consensus, and harmony. Remember that this takes time to achieve. Do not assume comprehension. It is often useful to go over the same point several times from different angles in order to aid comprehension. It is difficult for the Chinese to say no directly. Anything other than a direct yes could mean no. Be circumspect and reflect on seeming agreements reached. Has an agreement actually been reached? It is difficult to read body language as, by Western standards, it is somewhat muted in China. Be very alive to any changes of posture or animation. Gift giving is an important everyday part of Chinese business culture. Giving and receiving gifts helps to cement relationships. Take gifts with you when visiting and put some thought and effort into the gift selection and wrapping process. Always wrap gifts before giving them. Gifts are rarely opened in front of the giver, but ensure that you're using the right color for all your gift wrapping, and do not carry gifts into the country pre-wrapped, as they will often be opened by customs. The Chinese are an intensely patriotic race. Do not make disparaging remarks about China, its political situation, or human rights. And lastly, entertaining is very important in the relationship building process. If entertaining, do it well. If being entertained at a banquet, take your lead from your hosts. They will really enjoy taking you through the process. Get it right, and you'll have access to one of the largest countries in the world. Get it wrong, and you need to head back home. Good luck, and if we can help you, call NetResults at any time.